Well, my dear students, good evening. Now, in this session, we shall discuss on the question answer of the chapter We Are Not Afraid to Die If We Can All Be Together. Now, see, understanding the text, list the steps taken by the captain. Who is the captain? The narrator is the captain. The first question, to protect the ship when rough weather began. We have seen that in late December, the rough weather began, but they were under control. And in order to face this rough weather, the captain slowed down the speed of the ship by pulling down the jib, small jib. But when on January 2, the huge, or you can say the clouds of waves began to rising high up to 15 meters, and they were coming directly toward the ship, and they were dashing against the hulls and hatches of the ship. Then we have seen that he was thrown out of the ship into the water, and once a huge wave threw him again into the ship, and he caught the stern wheel. And when he saw that his wife was saying that the ship was sinking down, then he went there, and he went onto the deck, and he found the wrench, screws, hammer and other things. Then he searched the pumps which were fitted on the deck. He saw that two hand pumps were not working. Then he found an electric pump, and this electric pump was doing well. He connected it with the pipe, and he started it, and the water was going out of the ship into the sea. Then the debris which were flowing around the ship, they began to block up or choke up the pipe, and this electric pump was not working now. This became disordered. Then he was very much upset, and again he began to search on the deck. He found that the staysails, means the mast with the sail, the dinghies and the pumps, they were pulled away by the current of the heavy current of the sea waves. Then fortunately he found an other electric pump. Then he connected the pump with the pipe, and he began to out the water through this pipe into the sea. And also he lavished the sea with the help of the mooring rope and also with the lifeline rope, and he suggested all of them to put on the waterproof cloths, the life jackets and other things in order to face the rough weather. The second part, to check the flooding of the water in the ship. Already I have told you that in order to block up, in order to check up the flooding of the water into the ship, he found a canvas cloth, or you can say a cover, and with the help of this waterproof cover, he began to block up the holes made by the huge waves which had already broken the planks and the hulls of the ship. And in this way they could be able to control the water, and they reached a few centimeters of the water into the ship. The second question is, describe the mental condition of the voyagers on 4 and 5 January. So naturally the mental condition of the voyagers was not very good. Mary, who is the wife of the narrator, was really nervous, but he had caught tightly the whale uh, on the sideboard of the ship. She did not lose it. Herbie and Larry both were pumping out the water from the boat, from the ship, and the narrator was also engaged himself with strong willpower and determination into blocking up the holes made by the huge sea waves, and he was covering with the waterproof plastic cover to the hulls and hatches of the deck. So because they were facing the front waves, and in this way all of them were not very nervous. Even the children were also helping Larry, Herbie, and their parents to face the strong winds and huge waves. Third question: describe the shifts in the narration of the events and indicated in the three sections of the text. Give a suitable title to each section. So we have seen in the first leg of the journey by the sea, the journey was very comfortable up to the Cape Town, but when they set out from the Cape Town on the second day, when the rough weather, or you can say the tremendous and huge sea waves began to forward toward the ship, and the clouds of dark waves began to dash against the ship. It was really very dangerous position of all the voyagers. We can entitle it the struggling voyage. And the third section, again we can say that it was the section of relief when they got their goal. Now come to talking about the text. The first question is, what difference did you notice between the reaction of the adults and the children when faced with danger? We can see that the children were really very little kids and the adults were matured persons, and they were fighting their best with the huge waves and strong winds. On the other hand, we can see that Suzanne, the daughter of the narrator, made the caricature in order to give the message of love and thanks, and in order to please her father, and also her little child Jonathan said that they were not afraid to die if they were all be together. In this way, we can see that not only the adults but the children were also giving their best contribution in order to face the sea waves. Second question: how does the story suggest that optimism helps to endure the direst stress? Yes, optimism means the sense of hope. So we have heard many times that hope is the life. If if you have no hope, it means you cannot live your life bravely. So even in the direst stress, neither the adults nor did the children lose their courage, lose their hope, and by dint of all this positive thinking and hope, they could be able to reach their destination on Isle Amsterdam. So we can say that optimism is the best step when we are surrounded with the struggle and fight. The next question: what lessons do we learn from such hazardous experiences when we are face to face with death. When we are face to face with death, in such hazardous condition or circumstances, we should always try to fight with our determination, with our strong willpower. We should never try to lose our courage, our hope, and certainly we shall be successful in our goal. So this message is given by the narrator, by the writer in this lesson. And the next question: why do you think people undertake such adventurous expeditions in spite of the risk involved? So we can say that each and everyone cannot face or cannot undertake such kind of dangerous circumstances. Only the brave people can undertake such kind of adventurous deeds and risky feats or work, because they are habitual of facing the struggle, and they are habitual of fighting with the